Welcome to Buy, Hold, Sell. My name's Matthew Kidman, and today I'm joined by three people, not the normal two. We've increased our intellectual horsepower. We've got Jeff Wilson from Wilson Asset Management, Steve Johnson from Forager, John Murray from Perennial, and we're talking about stocks in the headlines today. First one, Sydney Airport just left, their CEO just left. We've got a new one. John, buy, hold or sell?
I think it's a hold. I like the thematic. Tourism coming into Australia, I think they will continue over many, many years. But I do think that global interest rates will rise over the next few years, and that's a bad thing for the share price of Sydney Airport. So, hold.
Hold. Steve, it's been flying the stock over many years. Buy, hold or sell?
Sell Sydney Airport, buy Vienna Airport. There you go. It's expensive.
Jeff, buy, hold or sell?
Definitely a sell. I mean, it's a bond proxy. As you said, the CEO's left recently, and on any valuation, it's expensive.
Okay.
I think, I mean, if you're fully taxed, I think it's on a P of 42 times.
Okay, the gas market has been in the news everywhere, prices going through the roof. The lights are out in South Australia. Origin, buy, hold or sell?
Yeah, we own it in our leaders fund. It's a buy. And we think they are cleaning up their balance sheet, they're deleveraging. We are pretty positive on them.
They cover all areas of the energy and gas market. Buy, hold or sell, Steve?
I say hold. I don't know it well enough to say buy, but I love the changes that have taken place here. You've got a new CEO, you've got a lot of past mistakes that can be cleaned up, and I think the core business is sound.
Definitely a turnaround, and prices are on the move, John. Buy, hold or sell?
Yeah, I'd go a buy, Matt. The key here is the oil price, because they've got such high debt levels. The oil price holds, oil price goes up, debt levels reduce very quickly. I think it's a really interesting stock, this. It's up the high risk end, but having said that, buy.
Okay, department stores. They've been in the toilet in the US, falling off the edge of a cliff. Solomon Lew, he's decided to take 10% of Myer. Buy, hold or sell?
Can I say buy, but buy at $1? I think there's a story. I think Umber's, the CEO, is doing a very good job there. You've got to pay heed to why Solomon Lew's bought into the stock. I couldn't buy it at these prices, but if it weakened at $1, it's a buy there. So I suppose at these prices, by default, it's a sell.
Okay, we've never had that. Steve, Solomon Lew, is he right or wrong? Buy, hold or sell?
I'm a sell on this. I think there's too much downside risk. I think the whole business is under pressure. You're paying a price here that assumes some sort of margin recovery. It may happen. I'm just not confident in it.
Jeff, Amazon's the elephant in the room, and we can hear its feet coming. Myer, buy, hold or sell?
I think John answered it correctly.
Buy at lower prices?
No. Sell and buy probably in 3 or 4 months' time.
Okay, all right.
And that'll be at lower prices.
All right, Next one that has been making the headlines that you think is a buy, hold or sell at the moment.
Fairfax. Yeah, we think it's a buy. We think it's cheap. And we think, the great thing about the AFR, you read the articles in there, where there's smoke, there's fire. Something will happen there.
Okay, Steve, one that's making the headlines, buy, hold or sell?
Another one where there's been a bit of smoke and a bit of fire, McMahon Holdings, our largest holding in the fund. I think CIMIC's bid for it at the start of the year was very opportunistically timed. The environment is changing very quickly for the better, and I think you're going to see a much better business in a year's time.
John, if we're not careful, the house will be burnt down. What can we buy, hold or sell that's making headlines?
Well, it's a top 20 stock that's massively out of favour. It's paying you a gross yield of about 7%, so you're being paid while you wait. Starts with AMP. Look, there are a whole host of reasons we don't have the time to talk about now, but there's a significant cost-cutting program happening there. In the income protection insurance area, where they've had a lot of problems there, we're hearing now that premiums are starting to kick up, which I think is a positive. I think AMP is tremendous value at these levels.
There you go. You must believe what's in the headlines. That's where our best ideas come from.